You want to know how somebody is screwed? Well, check out this listen that we have, and I ain't gonna hold you. It's pretty bad.
People in the courtroom that matter, the judge, the jury, the prosecution, not so much, because it doesn't matter what it actually means. It's more about how they present it. But getting a jury and having a judge that would be willing to understand the nuances of the culture.
So let's talk about the jury. Are you able to share what the jury makeup was?
Yeah, so there were 2 Latino people on the jury. The rest were white.
And one of the Latino persons was white. Yeah. Latino.
Was white representing Latino. Yeah. Yes.
So after the jury was chosen, like, how did it make you feel going into day one or opening arguments? Like, once that was set.
I was frustrated.
Yeah. I'll say while we were picking the jury, the ones that we had on our minds, the ones that we wanted to keep, if we kept a lot of the ones that we thought we would get or would have, we would have been okay. It'd have probably been like split. But as we kept going through the jury selection process and the prosecution would strike some people that we wanted, some people of color and whatnot, at the end we realized when we looked at all the 12 that we ended up picking that we had basically an all-white jury. And we fought to have other people on the jury. We fought to have a Black woman on the jury. We fought to have some other people on the jury. But the prosecution, they get 10 strikes, peremptory strikes, which are just, you get to use these strikes for whatever reason, really. And they use them to get some of the people off. And we didn't have a whole bunch of, colored people, Black people, however you want to call it, Hispanic people on the jury to begin with, in the pool of individuals to begin with. So it's like slim pickings, and then they have enough peremptory strikes to just get rid of everyone. So when we saw the makeup, it was like, I thought we was gonna have a little bit of a better shot, but we got to work with what we can work with, because even though a lot of the people were white, it was some of them were okay, meaning like they were at least fair. And if we could get fair jurors to listen to the case, then we should be okay, is what our mindset was.
I still don't know if I want to go down there in December. Y'all let me know. I'll be honest. I'm very curious if I should go, because one thing for certain, 2 things for sure. We don't know what to think of that damn girl. We just don't. Whatever Alicia Andrews has in her head, whatever she may have thought, whatever she may believe, all of these things, we don't know a thing. What we believe we know is she's heartless, or she's confused, or she ain't got it all up here. That girl been sitting and chilling in jail for a little minute. So her going to prison, I'm going to definitely put some money on my baby books. I'm just joking. But on a serious note, bro, we don't even know. And if we don't know if there was any contrition. We don't know if it was believable or anything like that. I've talked to somebody that was in the court, and they said that the jury really wanted to find her not guilty. But they said she had to know something. And the crazier part is, to be involved with a killing and you technically didn't kill anybody, all you was just there and all that stuff, it's crazy. Now, some of y'all gonna believe, damn, Ceddy Nash, you going sweet. Why would you do that? I'm not. Because at the end of the day, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But she knew something. She knew something, bro. So, I slightly believe her story, but I kind of don't. And the reason why I don't believe part of that story is because you telling me you came out there for a nice time and you came out in regular clothing. You didn't come out dressed to the T. You knew how to dress. So it's not like you didn't know nothing. You knew how to dress. You knew how to look cute. You knew how to do it up. And it did not appear that way. And the prosecution did make a hell of a case on something that they said, bro. I'm going to keep it authentic with you. When they said stuff with the mask, taking it on, taking it off and all that stuff, they weren't wrong. But they made the assumption, and this is the part where I think they also blew it. They made the assumption it was over COVID-19. Because you still can't say it. That's one of them words, like, content creators, tread lightly with using that word because you could get yellowed on that one. So, bro, I'm just listening and I'm just thinking and I'm just being in my thoughts and being in my head. And I'm like, bro, Alicia Andrews, man, you got away with it, but you didn't get away with it, darling, because you still got to sit there and do everything. You got to go through prison. And I ain't going to hold you. I think that judge is going to send her up to gulag. If the judge is already slight weight leaning on your side and then fully pull back and talking crap to you and doing all this stuff and admonishing your freaking jurors, your defense counsel, bro, that right there is a problem. That's a huge problem. I don't know if anybody understands that part. The judge actively does not like nothing over there. So since the judge doesn't like anything over there, I'm going to assume the judge doesn't like me because this is my legal representation. When you wouldn't even have black people on the stand, in the juror box, that's a problem. It just is. It's supposed to be a jury of your peers, but also it's nothing wrong with a little mix. If Seti Nash was on freaking trial, because I'll probably be on trial for a speeding ticket, because I'm going to be hot. Like, I didn't do this. I don't give a damn what your thing say. I didn't do it at all. The first thing that I'm going to do is make sure I get a mixed in crowd. Because there's going to come a level of understanding. Maybe somebody does see it my way. There is such thing as being too childish to understand what grown folks go through, but there is a certain thing that exists that say grown folks, parents just don't understand. But that connect, that conversation, that dialogue, that fight for your knowledge, that stance is what you need. Ultimately, she was looking at life. Rumor come out, she's looking at, god dang, 18. They were going to offer her 18. We mimicked her. We mocked her. The team. All of these things. The way that the people spoke, the way that the people talked, and they were right. That's the worst part. It just is what it is, man. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on bells to notify. I'm in Puerto Rico right now, enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I'm swimming with the dolphins. You get what I mean? I'm doing my Dougie with a pina colada right now. But I appreciate you all. If you can, man, hit that like button like you like something, man. Win one of these for free. And help the channel grow by commenting your thoughts. You can disagree, you can agree, you can call me out, whatever. Just don't cuss, man. YouTube is blocking y'all out from that. I hate when y'all say, I'm blocked. Sin, and I can see that you say you're blocked. That defeats the purpose of you being blocked. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one. Click right here to see how Al Hova decided he was going to check me. Me? Please.